Well, I am here stitching together my little cardigan I'm making, and I thought I would just do a little talking. And we got my sweet little pea right here. Oh, my little princess. Try to make it where you can see the stitching. Okay, so I hope everybody had a wonderful Christmas. I had a wonderful Christmas. Different Christmas than usual. One reason is due to my daughter being almost 18 and choosing to get cash instead of presents. So she could just pick out her own. Because, everything I get is usually not good enough. But she actually, every year, she makes a slideshow with the link and the name, the price, every detail you need to order what she wants. And so she did a lot of work on that and then ended up, no one used it. Because, like, the present my dad got her, I ordered for, he gave me the money and I ordered it. And then mom gave her cash. And so, like, all the people, so she had no gifts under the tree, which was quite sad. Although it's what she wanted. I know it's not a big deal, but, different. That's what I mean. It's just different. So I know things are going to be different, and I'll be empty nester soon. My little sweet cat is literally just watching all of this. Okay, so we did go to Dallas, Denton area to go shopping, the Galleria and all that with her Christmas money. We only stayed for a day, which honestly we had really just we were gonna stay a few days and be there on Christmas, but I think she really wanted to get back to her friends, and I always have shit to do, so I really didn't want to stay that long anyway. But it kind of worked out where we wouldn't have stayed longer than that day after all, because I didn't follow the social norms. The social norms that you have to follow at family gatherings, or else you may be banished. Does anybody else have that going on in their family to where you just got to kind of follow the rules you were brought up with, or else they'll just make you feel pretty shitty? And they don't all do it, but I'm just saying there's always that one family member that, yeah, that doesn't want to be any attention brought to them, I guess, like they are our family. And so you just got to stay in line, make sure you just do exactly what the rest of society pretty much is doing. And so, my daughter's only almost 18, and I let her do some things that maybe some families don't let the kids do. And so, yeah, it was a big deal. But I don't know. What do you think? How much should extended family know about what the goings ons in the household? Do you think they deserve to know whatever rules you have in your household or whatever? Or, you know, or do you feel like you don't have to divulge what's going on in your under your roof? Well, I'm learning that no, they don't. Your family absolutely, under no circumstances, deserve the right to know what's going on in your house. Okay, if somebody is in danger, yes, in a rain. Nobody's in danger at my house at all. Like, it is so low key here, you have no idea. This is what I do. I crochet, and I don't know why this keeps It's because this is a cheap little iPod. I mean, a stand. This little is a cheap tripod. That's what I mean, not iPod, tripod. Anyhow, it keeps flipping down to where it's not on my face. So, got some Fleetwood Mac going on over there. Uh, yeah, so, God, I'm so trying to get rid of what doesn't, what doesn't resonate with me, you know? Like, something, we were all brought up differently. And just because you were brought up a certain way doesn't mean that you have to continue that path your whole life. Does not at all. And if family or friends make you believe that you are less than a person, less of a person because you don't follow the rules that they follow, but screw that. No. No, that's not right. We're all allowed to live our own life and walk our own path. And really, if someone decides that they don't want to do what's best for them, like they want to drink or whatever, then that's up to them. It's not up to somebody else if they get to destroy their body or whatever the case. Now, even whenever, shoot, I feel at 17 and even 16, kids, those underage little adults, basically, um, they need practice making decisions. They need that practice before they leave the house. Because guess what? When I left the house, huh, I was so naive and clueless. Freaking clueless. I was taken to the cleaners. I had no idea the evil that was out in the world. None. I came from a little town. And do you know, even in my little town I was brought up in, they banned MTV. MTV! They did not want to corrupt us youth. I remember we'd go on vacation, and the first thing my brother and I would do, we'd turn on TV and they would go to MTV. We get to watch MTV. Oh my gosh. It was such a neat thing. Can you believe that? So yeah, I was a sheltered little girl. And I thought my parents were freaking stupid and didn't know anything because they made me believe they had never tried anything illegal or whatever. They were just good, follow the rule people. And they're very good people, but they were not as innocent as they portrayed themselves. I mean, they just wanted us to be good people, and that's how they chose to do that, and that's okay. I chose to raise my daughter opposite, basically. I decided to tell her everything I did because I wanted her to know that, look, I done it, I tried it, and it's not a good idea. And she's learning that she's getting to experiment and do stuff while she's here because, I mean, while she's still at home and safe. Um, so this is a little hexagon. These are two hexagons, and you sew them together, and they make like a little jacket looking thing. I'm so hungry, and I really did just eat like a big old taquito, and a pear, and an apple. But I kind of think that my body wants some sugar because it's used to eating lots of sugar. I'm trying to cut back on it though, because I know it can't be good on our organs. Yeah. Okay, so back to the social norms. It's out of control, everybody. Social norms are out of control. Like to where the it was what I mean is basically like you have to be careful even what you post. If you post the wrong thing, you might get shunned. Like I do emotion code energy healing, and in order to do that, the way I ask and talk to the subconscious is to use a pendulum or dowsing rods. And I swear, when people see me doing that on lives, they literally think that I'm a witch or something. It's like, no, it's the same as muscle testing. I'm just using a device to do it. And I'm not talking to entities. I am literally connecting with the divine God, and your angels. That's it. That's all. Because we have so much trapped energy in our bodies that even we were born with, that that our parents didn't mean to, but they passed it down to us. So let's say it may be why your family tends to have high blood pressure or whatever, because it's getting that energy is getting passed. And I would like to help others get rid of that stinking energy that is holding them back. Well, really, it started out with me just trying to get rid of the energy in my body and my family's bodies to make them feel better. Because guess what? Once you locate the emotion and then you get rid of it by going with the magnet on the governing meridian lines. Once you do that, like say you got it from your mom, anxiety. Let's say you got the emotion, anxiety from your mom, and you passed it to your daughter and your son. And your mom got it from her mom. Then, and let's say everybody's alive in this story. Well, that means that grandma, the mom, the person who has it, and the child, all four just got relief from that anxiety. Now, that doesn't mean they're anxiety free, because every time that anxiety was trapped, then, I mean, every time that anxiety was felt and not processed, then it got trapped separately. Yeah. I wonder if that's going to be enough to go all the way. No, that's not enough to go all the way down. I don't think. There ain't no way. Okay, so we did that one. Let's see what happens. This damn tripod is freaking janky, as my brother would say. I really wanted to see how long the sleeves were. Perfect. And then I am going to make it longer. I'm going to attach them together um, and then add more to the bottom of it. Okay, so where we at? We're at social norms, and everybody should have a right to decide what they want to follow. So we have this new yarn shop here in town, and that's where I got this yarn. I love it. Have you heard of the Boss Suite? It is making people hundreds of thousands of dollars. Yeah, I was just scanning through TikTok and just come across this one live session, and she was like, "Well, yeah, when my baby wakes up, I have to go. I just wanted to get on here and tell you guys about this wonderful new deal." La 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 la. So I get to listening, and I have seen lots of the marketing apps. I'm trying to find my scissors. Marketing apps, and I've almost kind of got into them, and I thought, nah, I don't need to do all that. So she said, okay, it's $100 off, and um, I'm about to get off, blah, 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 whatever. And so she said, if you sign up now, then I will give you my personal phone number. So if you have any problems, I will be here for you. I swear I have the cutest little sweet kitty. She's playing with the freaking yarn. Okay, I know. She's just too much. She's just too cute. Okay, so I went ahead and did it. I did it. And I didn't think anything was going to happen. But I happened to be, because there's different sources of income that it teaches you how to do. And I've already done digital products and all that stuff and this and that. I've already done all that and nothing's selling. And I'm just getting so discouraged. I've done TikTok shop, I've done it all. So damn annoyed. So I thought, okay, I'm just going to do it. Let's just try. So I got it. I got the damn Boss Suite and found out about this app that you can get lots of money from just because uh it shows you how to look for money that you're owed. Okay, that's how this one thing was. And so I went ahead and signed up for that. Oh, and another thing is I learned about this other program through the Boss Suite. So I learned I already got a gig through there, and I would have never known about this one program that you can like apply for jobs that hire you to do social media type stuff. Yes, I'm using scissors to scratch my back. And so if it wasn't for Boss Suite, I would have never known about this other thing that where you can apply to for social media gigs. And I applied and I've already got 3 responses back, and I've already been posting for one of them. And so I'm pretty excited about that. No, I haven't made any money yet, but literally I've only been on this program for about 2 weeks, and then Christmas was in there. So of course I wasn't like working it during Christmas. And yeah, I'm sorry, I'm multitasking here. And this program, yes, it is 500 and some odd dollars. It is, I believe, still $100 off. And I'm saying I haven't even made money from it yet. I have got gigs, but people have made so much. One of the forms of income is letter writing. Have y'all ever done letter writing? I haven't. There's, I believe, 15 streams of income in this program. So I will be looking. Oh yeah, Amazon affiliate I think would be one of them. I'll have to look and see the rest of them. I'm just so happy that I got hired to do social media marketing because like that's already what I was doing pretty much. Now, my main goal is to help people heal from trapped energy. That is my goal. And because I know how much better I can make people feel if they will just give me a chance to get rid of these emotions, or at least tell them how they can get rid of those trapped emotions. They don't even have to use me. Do you know that Bradley Nelson has his emotion code book on YouTube? All you have to do is listen to it, and he teaches you how to get rid of trapped emotions, literally. And if you don't want to freaking do it, then freaking hire someone to do it. If you are having marriage problems, literally, if you're having any type of relationship problems, I bet you have trapped emotions. I bet you have a heart wall. And if you're not sure, message me and I'll get those little pendulum and rods out, and we'll find out if you have a heart wall. And if you are about to go through a divorce, wouldn't it be worth it to at least try and see if you could save your damn marriage? I think it would be. If I was going through a divorce, I would have. You know what? I was engaged to someone for 5 years, and I literally was just getting into the emotion code. I had no idea the gold mine that I was on, or else I would have done the emotion code on us, and I bet you we'd still be together. But I didn't. I didn't even think. I didn't know. So And even if maybe you're estranged from your mom or dad, guess what? Yeah, it's probably trapped emotions going on there. So, any type of relationship problems, I believe in my heart and soul that releasing trapped emotions could be a game changer for you. So, I'm not just sitting here trying to sell no boss suite at all. I'm just telling you about it because I believe it's going to make me a lot of money and it's made other people hundreds of thousands of dollars. And so, there's that. So let's go back to the storytelling. As you can tell, probably I do have a little bit of ADHD, so I do bounce around to different topics and stuff a lot, and I'm so sorry about that. I try not to. So today, well, yesterday, my dad's like, "Have you got your Christmas gift?" And I was all, "No." And he was kind of worried. He was like, "Dang it, I knew I should have sent it a different way and whatever." And I said, "Dad, no one has ever stolen anything off my porch. I've left things out here all night and things are still there. It's a pretty safe neighborhood." And I'm sorry, I'm getting hot. And so he sends me the confirmation that it had been delivered. And I noticed it was the wrong address by like a few houses. And so I look it up and I get on my little Google map. No, technically I got on Waze. Okay, so I got on the map and I look and it's not far. So I go. I just get my little slippers on and I go looking all crazy. And he opens the door as this teenage boy. And I'm thinking, who knows? Maybe they have it. I really don't know. And he goes, I haven't seen a package, but let me go ask my brother. Maybe it's in his room. And I said, okay. So I do. I mean, he goes and finds it, and I thought it was going to be open because there's been many times I got packages, and I open them before I even look to see who it's from or to or whatever. And so I it's not open and I get the package. And guess what? It was this sweet little necklace from Kendra Scott. And I love it. I love it so much. And yes, I did have one cross necklace that was Kendra Scott, but I wore it so freaking much that it is like the chain gets knotted up easy. And I have soaked it in that cleaner, but my other one didn't have the little this with it. And so I got my damn box back and I'm walking off from their house and this car pulls up and it's his family, I guess. I don't know. But I bet they're like, who the hell is this crazy white girl leaving my house with a box? And I just get them and I thought, well, if they want to ask me questions, they can, but I won't keep walking and unless they stop me. And I noticed they stayed in the vehicle and until I got in. I guess they were just seeing where I went and then whatever, but to see if what the hell. And because I live in a duplex to where we come in the house from the back of the house, and so I don't really go to the front much except to check the mail. And yeah, so I got my package and I really literally started crying. I was just, I don't know, I've been so emotional lately. Have y'all been emotional lately? I hear that it could be, well, there's just all kinds of reasons why I could be emotional, but I hear that I'm not the only one. I hear that it is in the air, basically. Um, I don't know. I don't know. But things are changing, and this new earth thing is true. I believe. I believe that things are changing and it's going to get a lot worse before it gets better. But when it does get better, it's going to be wonderful. I think that love and peace will prevail, but I think that it'll be a little messy before it prevails. Just my thoughts because I've been really, really studying on this. So I would like to know what is there a social norm that you might follow that you didn't realize You didn't really want to follow it, like that you just knew you had to follow it. Maybe like you were not allowed to be a loud child, or you were not allowed to be outspoken growing up. And so now that you're an adult, you still follow that rule, but you don't have to. But you just kind of forgot you don't have to. You're like, I just always did it because I'd get in trouble if I was loud. So I just always didn't speak up. Can y'all think of anything you might do today that it's just because it's a habit, but now you think about it, you might want to quit doing it? I know one thing, I don't know exactly how it happened, but I do know that I'm always in a rush. I'm always hurry, 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 hurry. Don't make people wait on you. People should not be waiting on you. Okay, well, sometimes it's okay if if you're running a little behind and someone has to wait on you. No, it's not okay to do it every single time. You shouldn't be known as the person who's always late. But in some cases, yes, you're going to be late. And that's just life. So it is. Well, I got married. I did it. And guess what? You can get married online. So when I started the emotion code, I uh, messaged a guy from high school that, we weren't really that close friends. We knew each other. We were at the same parties and things like that. But he was like 2.5 years older than me, maybe three, I don't know. But he was like my older cousin's age. And so I was like, hey, Jay, can I practice the emotion code on you? I need some volunteers. And he is a disabled veteran. So let me tell you, he got a lot of issues. And so I started doing emotion code on him. And I don't know, I don't think there's been much of a change because he really does have a lot of severe things going on, like spinal injury and things like that. But he does have PTSD too. So that I could be working on more. But anyway, that's how I got reconnected with a guy from high school. And then we both have senior daughters, and he lives in Florida and I live in Texas. But both of our daughters are about to go to college. So neither one of us were going to make our children move their senior year, obviously. So we got married, and we'll be together this summer. And he flies here and I went there, and we see each other. But anyway, that's why we did it online, because we wanted it just to be official and go and do it. Like, why wait? We know we love each other. I just love the way he makes me feel. He does not make me feel like I have to follow any type of social norm or that I need to be accepted at all. He does not care. He like, you do whatever you want. Like, if it makes you happy, you do it. Even the social media stuff, because this is way out of my league. It was. Uh, in August, I started posting. Yeah, I haven't made anything. I've made, okay, a little bit, maybe $20 a month from TikTok, but that's it. I haven't sold any digital products or anything like that. Now, my website is helperbydesign.com if you would like to go check it out. Also, the Boss Suite is on there if you want to check that out. But I have some free stuff on there. But it gives you a little idea kind of about me. Um, so I was saying earlier that I was kind of naive when I left home. I really was. So I was put through the ringer when I got to Lubbock, Texas. Yep, went to Tech. And um, so my very first job, besides my job when I was, in my little small town I grew up in, that was where my dad worked. And he was big guy at the top of the ladder pretty much. So I got a filing job there. But anyway, the job that I got in Lubbock when I got there was freight girl at the Buckle, because I didn't want to work no cash register. It scared me, and I didn't want to be in the front. So they were like, "Are you sure you want to do freight? You got empty boxes and this dirty job." And I was like, "Yep, that's what I want. No problem." So I went to the front of the buckle to put out, the displays and the product, stuff like that. As I'm out there, I mean, I think back at this and I'm like, really? Like, who, this doesn't happen to people. So I'm putting up a display and someone comes up and goes, "Hey, we think that you would fit right in with us at Red Bull." And I'm like, what? Red Bull hadn't come to the United States. They were just pushing it out in the United States. And so I was like, well, what is Red Bull? And they said, well, and they showed me like a clip of it. Red Bull gives you wings. And it was the UK commercial. So it was a little risque. It was a little different than what you'd see in the United States. And I said, well, what does it pay? $10 an hour. And this was like in 1999. $10 an hour and 99 is a lot. It's a lot now. Okay. Literally, that's what I started at my part-time job I have, $10 an hour, and that's now. So, yeah, I was excited about that. And all we did, so there's this little you remember the geo trackers? We drove almost a geo tracker painted like a Red Bull can with a huge Red Bull can on top of the vehicle. So, guess what our job was? Our job was just to drive this little geo tracker around in the summer, is when it was, and go look for college people exercising, doing practice, things like that, and say, hey, y'all want a Red Bull? And we had two ice chest coolers in the back. And so we just give away Red Bull. That was the job. Okay, so I'm the Red Bull girl. Then Then out of nowhere, I don't even know, I met my best friend at the time, Danielle, and uh, she was a Budweiser girl. You know what Budweiser girl does? Back in the day, you dress all cute in your little Bud Light outfit, and you get drove around, whatever. You have a driver, uh, and he just takes you to bars, and you go ask people if they want to have a Budweiser or Bud Light, pictures of it. We just give out pictures of beer. Guess how much I got paid to do that? $10 an hour. Not kidding. So when Red Bull found out that I was working Budweiser too, they said because they were both drinks that it was a conflict of interest and whatever. I was a party girl. Guess what I chose? I chose Red Bull. Not a good choice because I I can't. I just can't. But anyway, yeah, so I got into drugs pretty bad because I guess that's what you do when you're just out partying, giving out beer. And I'm not on them now, but in college I was, and yeah, all through college, all 9 years I was on them on drugs and giving out beer. Not all nine. I wasn't giving out beer all 9 years, but I was for a couple. Isn't that crazy? Like I look back and think how lucky that was just to kind of get that chance. Anyway, I got stuff to do. And if you have any questions about the boss suite or emotion code, trapped emotions, anything, just message me. You can go to helperbydesign.com and ask me anything there, whatever. Guys, I really do hope the best for you. And I'm sending everybody love. Everybody love. Have a good evening.